So in this video, part 2 of exercise 1, I will demonstrate how to go further and guide the robot and programming it for the task to move through these slots here in the plate. And this will be quite straightforward with a simple path, one path only, and a set of targets. So the first thing we do is to set up the work object. We're working with the left table, which is this one, and the tool is right, that's Calib tool, so everything is fine. And we can actually see that this is working quite fine. If we look at these here with the motions of the robot, we can move object, we can rotate object, we can drag object, but then we have the robot jog joint, jog linear, jog reorient, and multi-robot jog if we have several robots. So just for one robot example, that can be manipulated in this way. Like here, just drag what we have. Quite simple. If we take linear, so that is moved in that way, and that actually is something we're gonna use when we program the robot in this case. Basically, there are many ways to define robot targets, but we can drag it in a similar way as we would if we were standing physically to the robot, that we'll do in this case, or we can input data taken usually from a CAD system or something. And then we have reorient, and then we have a 2-center point. And that is what is defined here as Calib tool center point, like that. You can try that yourself. Good. And then if we go to layout, we have the robot here. Right click on that one, and then we can have move to pose, jump home, like that one. Fine. Right click on that one and view center. Okay, fine. Then we click on that one to take it away. Here we have a lot of modifiers. Actually, what are we clicking on? Center of a hole, snap center, snap at the end, and so forth. Yeah, we can also measure things. That one. Minimum distance, quite useful many times. Okay, so we get started, and we can then go to path and targets and open up work objects, the left one, and we start with the teach target. We have it here. Click on that one, and if we open up this one here, we'll see that that is the first target. Start with that one. And the next one, we rotate the robot to come into starting position over here. So we can, for example, click on layout and right click on the robot, that one. And then we can choose mechanism joint jog. And the first one is that one, axis 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, like something like this. And then we choose to go down, something like that. Just look how it looks like. Yeah, maybe we do like this. We put it straight forward and go down with that one, 90 degrees. So we should keep this kind of position with the axis, and then move in a linear interpolation mode. So we take this as position number 2, teach target. Then in the bottom of this, we have a pre-selected arguments for all motions. We can change that later on when we edit the program, so that's not a problem. But we do choose some of the variables or data of the argument that we're going to have for most of the part of the program, like velocity 100 millimeters per second. The set value, as I mentioned before, could be, well, we set 0. We have the tool, we have the work object, so that is fine. Just set those. And then we can do like this, that we just take it down a bit. So right click on the robot and mechanism linear jog, and sorry, that one, of course, like this one. Then we go closer, click on the tool again, so we open up the arrows. That one, very nice. Further. So we get in a good position to start with. So we have to look from both directions. Good. Now what we do like this, we create a collision set as well, so we know when we are colliding. Like that, click on that one in the simulation tab, and then open up that one, and we include the tool, which is caliber tool, in object A, and we include the plate 01 in object B. So those are included in the collision set. Right click, it is active, fine, and we can modify the collision set. So we have a near miss color at, I would say, 1.5 millimeter. Could be quite fine. So that way we get a good estimation when we are close to colliding. And now we can close that one, go back to the path and targets, and we go back to the home here and click on that one. Go up, fine, perfect. We can choose to do like this. That is about it is touching, and after that we go down a bit, just about, until it gets almost yellow. So that's fine. We keep it like that. So from this one we go up a bit. Put this as teach target here, and then from here on we go down. We can go down until we get the yellow sign, like that one. And then we keep that Z distance. So teach target. This will be the first target within this slot, so to say. And then we just drag that one. And we should drag it until we get the yellow sign, until this teach target. And from here we have two options. One is just to drag it as before, or we can rotate the tool by 45 degrees, but I just choose to drag it in this direction manually. Like that, it will indicate that it is in collision, but I just keep on dragging like this until I get to that pose here, or this position here. Like that. That's perfect. And keep dragging a little bit more. Back. So this is teach target. And after this one, I go back. So it won't let go. I go up a little bit. Okay, here we don't have a near miss. Move in the other direction until we get the near miss again, like that. So this should be pretty okay. Teach target. And then continue in this way forward till here, teach target. And then until we go into this slot. Up a little bit, like that, just touching, like there, and down to myself until it goes into the near miss, like that. Teach target, and then continue until we go to this one, and teach target, then move in this direction. Okay, we have near miss all the time here, so we are very close to sort of hitting something. Just check where it is. There. Okay. So keep it going like that until we are at the start of the circle, which should be about here. So a bit further. There we have it. I think around here. Roughly. Maybe just before. A little further down. like that one. So that will be the starting point of the circle, and we take a midpoint somewhere around. It really doesn't matter so much. Just pick one around the middle here, teach target, and then we move to the end of the circle. It should be somewhere around here. Now, don't like me when I rotate it, so I just refreshed the center of the envelope, like here. But it seems to be about around here, yes. Oh, sorry. This is around here. So that will be teach target. And then we move this one here further down. Fix this because it's not completely right. Up there. And then move it until the end. Teach target. Get that until like here. Move back. Till we have a hit. Teach target. Then forward. Till about here, where it starts. Teach target, and then somewhere in the middle, teach target, and then where it ends, which is roughly there, about there. Teach target, and then we just have the final path about there. Teach target, and then we move up a bit, but we can use the target just before when we do the final path. So by this we have all the targets.